turn, straight at 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight at Richmond Raceway with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks. In the booth with me tonight again is the one, the only, Christian Taylor.
Hello, everybody. Christian Taylor here, looking for some great GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series action, Blake, here at Richmond Raceway. I went here myself last year, and I promise you there is not a track hotter than here. I'm glad it's March.
My, oh my, it's going to be a good one here tonight. We've got over 30 trucks signed in here. Well, 29 trucks right now signed in here tonight. So right under 30, and right now top of the board, Christian, I'm seeing Mr. Garrett D. Grant. Boy, does that number 5 truck look quick here tonight.
Definitely fast indeed. Of course, you have Michael Curran. We're just behind him in speed, not very far off. And, of course, Robert Lukens, Colin Fambro in the 4th position, and Jeremy Freer rounding out your top 5 in the practice times.
And, you know, Christian, tonight, I think something to watch, you know, more than most places. I think tire wear is going to be key. You know, it's 150 laps, I believe, here tonight. So if we get green to checkered, which is very unlikely, but if we do, these guys are going to want to extend those tires out to make it, you know, a stop halfway through.
Yeah, tire saving is going to be key, especially in the, you know, the 3/4 mile racetrack that Richmond is. You know, it's very tough on them tires, and they've been, you know, going all out with it here in practice, sliding it around the track. Darryl Young's wall riding for some reason, or I don't know what's going on there.
There's no telling, but Garrett D. Grant back out there. And Christian, I believe qualifying is going to be starting here any moment. So Garrett D. Grant going to try to carry that speed from practice into qualifying here tonight with the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. But Christian, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty pumped up here. Richmond always brings some great racing, nice short track, hard racing here. We're probably going to see some good wrecks and probably going to see some good strategy as well.
Absolutely. Strategy, chaos, all comes together here at Richmond for sure. And Blake, I will say we're close to the end of the week. We have some cameramen who have been doing some further out shots that we might have to pay them. So I made sure to specifically place them tonight. Oh, we're live. Oh shoot, I forgot we're live.
Yeah, never mind that, folks. You know, you might see some unique camera shots here tonight. No strategy involved there whatsoever. But right now, Christian, on the track was your quick time in practice, Garrett D. Grant. I say we hop on board here with Mr. Garrett D. Grant, see if he can repeat that quick time he set in practice.
Yep, let's see here. He's going to be sliding through turn 1. Keep it on the line, low as you could go. Through the turn, down the backstretch, he slides it drifting Tokyo style. This lap probably isn't going to be that good, but he has chance. Yeah, he's up top right here.
Yeah, so what he's going to do, Christian, here, he's going to put all his eggs in one basket here for the last lap. He's getting as much speed at the line, so let's see what Garrett D. Grant can do here as he takes his final lap around at Richmond.
Yep, it's going to be interesting there. You see every time somebody takes the lead, the new pass for the lead box down there. Anytime someone takes the pole, that's going to get it.
Yeah, you know, you're going to see all kinds of notification, people going in the pits, leaving the pits. During the race, it's pretty helpful, though. But Garrett D. Grant going to cross the line. Quick time, 22.583. But will it hold here as we still got dozens of trucks to hit the track, Christian?
Absolutely. And it's going to be interesting to see if that holds. Of course, you know, he didn't make it the first lap, and just like qualifying, Michael Curran comes, just like practice. Excuse me, here comes Michael Curran in the 2nd position. But I will say that first lap was kind of a wash. He slid a little bit, able to save it, get a good run off of 4, make his 2nd lap count. There is Casey Lakatos doing his qualifying attempt, 13th currently.
And Ben Pierce, a die-hard Alabama Tide fan in the number 20 machine with Bondo Con on the truck. And I don't really know what that is, Christian. Do you know much about Bondo Coin?
No, I don't know anything. I just know Alabama's pretty terrible.
Oh, yeah, they're terrible, Christian. They've never done anything in college football, have they?
Not nothing at all. Especially, don't even get me started.
One to watch tonight. We know this guy's got speed everywhere he goes. Christian out of Griffin, Georgia. Hunter Johnson in that number 88 truck. That is one good-looking machine here tonight at Richmond. Looks a lot better than it did a couple weeks ago.
Definitely so. Remember a couple weeks ago, that was an all-white truck, and then we got it. We thought we had fixed it, but then it was turned out just to be a spec map. But Hunter Johnson's going to be one to watch, not only during qualifying, but like during the race. It doesn't matter if he starts last. I think you could give him a lap disadvantage, and he'll somehow find a way to the lead lap and maybe even win that thing.
Absolutely. He's going around the track here, I believe, for the, I believe this is his first lap. Yeah, there's his first lap. Here's his second lap now. So his first lap is going to put him second there. So, wow, if he's got another lap, these guys might be in trouble, Christian.
Oh, Justin Bondurant up to the second position of the qualifying position. But here comes Hunter Johnson. Rounding turns 3 and 4. The quick start-finish line here. Not definitely in the middle of the triangle. He's going to be starting still in the third position. His second time was slower than the first.
Wow, he put it all on the line there. Unfortunately, he's going to have to settle for a third spot right now as Andrew Littlefield ripping it around here in that number 53 machine, currently in the 22nd position. He is in last, Christian, out of trucks with a qualifying time.
Are you driving that truck, Blake?
Oh, come on now.
I think you might be driving it. It's slow out there.
Crazy. We got Chris Wright out here, though, in the number 6 machine. He's feeling pretty good. You know, I was talking to Chris earlier, Christian, and can you believe it? He's like, Blake, I'm definitely going to win this race. You can guarantee it. Let the fans know.
Well, I mean, you know, 21st qualifying attempt. I guess he also wants to do the first challenge, too, right?
Yeah, no, he told me it would be too easy if he went out here, you know, set quick time. So he's going to, you know, take it easy, comes around, he's swerving his tires, not even trying to qualify well. So he's going to settle for that 21st position.
Nope, 10th.
Oh, no, he's not. Okay, well, he'll take 10th. You know, that way he still has to do a little bit of work. But Andrew Littlefield here, he's finishing up his qualifying run, currently in last, Christian, out of the trucks that have hit the track.
Gonna see if he can improve at all here as he heads to the final turn. I believe this is gonna be our final truck we call for qualifying. Nope, he's done. He's gonna pull it in the pits.
I think you are right. So, yeah, that's the final truck to hit the track for qualifying. We got a handful of them that elected not to qualify. So it is official. Quick time, Garrett D. Grant, the number 5 Toyota, going to kick off from the pole position here at Richmond. But that means, Christian, it is time to grid up and get going here at Richmond. 150 laps with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks. And I've been looking forward to this race all week long. Christian, what about you?
Absolutely. Love me some good old Richmond. To watch it on TV, I have no plans on ever coming back to this. You know, I'm just going to say it. It's hotter than hell.
Well said here. We're going to have to check out what the temperature is on the track for these drivers here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get gridded up here with the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. On your front row from the pole position of the number 5 machine, Garrett D. Grant. On his outside in the number 9, Justin Bondurant.
Moving on back to row number 2, you find the number 88 machine. Looking for him to be fast here tonight. Going to be Hunter Johnson to his outside. The M202 media machine, Michael Curran.
Jumping on back into row number 3, ladies and gentlemen, on the inside, going to be the number 40 machine, Dylan Rosenberg. On his outside, the 25, Colin Fambro.
Row number 4, you find the 99 of Diego Sanz to his outside. He's slow, he's junk. He's fired Chad White.
Well said on that one, Christian. I couldn't have done it better myself. Into row number 5 on the inside from Harpoon Design Race Team, the 71, Daryl Young Jr., the richest man on the internet. On his outside in the number 6, he told me he was going to win it, folks. It's the 6, Chris Wright.
Row number 6, you find the number 26, the KJD2 machine of Brian Sutphin. To his outside, the snap-on Ford of Tyler Bluff.
Heading back into row number 7 on the inside, it's going to be the 64 machine, Hello Fresh on the truck, Ed Robertson on his outside, the 20 from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Ben Pierce.
Row number 8, you find on the inside the number 23 machine, Mr. Radiator Truck Series himself on the truck, Joey Laducer. To his outside, the 83 Toyota of Casey Lakatos.
Christian, we're going to end it there because I don't know if we just got one lap to pace or what. So we're going to get ready. No, we don't. We have another lap. Well, too late now. If we didn't say your favorite driver, well, Christian, tell the fans why.
They're slow, they're junk, they're in the back, and maybe they'll be relevant, but we're going to be honest with you. We're going to be real. Probably not.
Yeah, and, you know, there's a few names we mentioned that aren't going to be relevant, one of which Chad White, which we're going to take a look back here in the field, trying to find him. You know, he's starting so far back. Here he is, Christian.
Absolutely. Chad White, you know, we tried to fire him. Another storyline, the 29 car back there running that snap-on truck. He's trying to pay for his snap-on tools, and he needs some help.
We know that's tough, Christian. Those snap-on tools, they are so overpriced. I don't know who's actually buying those things, but it doesn't matter as the pace truck is in. Field is set. Ladies and gentlemen, as they roll to the Juicy Spider start zone, green flag in the air at Richmond.
Hunter Johnson all over the back of Garrett D. Grant on the bottom right there as they head through the tri-oval for the first time. Heading to the turn, you have the 9, Justin Bondurant on the outside, trying to make it work. Falls back ever so slightly. Here goes Hunter Johnson to the inside as they go down the backstretch for the first time.
I thought he's going to hook him there for a second, but Garrett D. Grant holds on to that bottom line. But here comes the 9 of Bondurant trying to make the high side work.
Bondurant doing Superman moves there. Not going to work. He's going to fall in behind Hunter Johnson. Yep, right there in the turn, he's going to fall down to the bottom side. Hunter Johnson trying to get a line that's going to pass Garrett D. Grant. We know Hunter Johnson gets out front. He's gone.
They are ripping it around. And Christian, you know, you mentioned something about the cameramen. You know what? I think our cameramen are ready to go down trackside. What do you think?
Absolutely. We have some of our more experienced cameramen. They've been here for a week, so.
All right, well, here you go. Let's go, Christian. Oh, my goodness, what is he doing?
Whoa, watch out, no, he's gone.
Oh my God! Why is he doing? Oh my, Christian, you're a menace.
I strategically placed these cameramen because I knew it would be the best place.
Christian, they can't hear us. It's so loud down there. You turn these things too loud. My God! Oh my, Christian, we just lost the cameramen. Actually, 2 cameramen. But Hunter Johnson, now your race leader out front in the number 88 machine.
Take you off payroll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Hunter Johnson out front now.
Wow, that was one way to make sure we don't have to pay. Oh, caution is out. Jacob Thornton, Christian, he's junk. Let's take a look at what happened. Here we go.
Jacob Thornton heading through the turn in that 97 machine.
The 51 gets into the 28. To me, it looked like the 50. Oh, my goodness. Let's see this one more time here, Christian. We know it starts with the 51 and the 98. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. So here you go, down low. You be the judge. Let us know in the chat what you think. 51's all the way on the bottom. I don't really know if the 28 comes down or what happened there, Christian. What do you think?
I think the 51 was stayed right where he was. The 29 comes down, and then he just paid for it. But and also the caution is also for there's some debris on the track of the red formation from I don't know where it came from.
Some scattered debris, a lot of red down on the track there, down low in the corners, it looks like, Christian.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to get some more cameramen down there. I mean, some that we almost have to pay, some that are more experienced than others.
Well, in the chat, though, Christian, Connor thinks the 28 came down. So you know what? We're going to take a quick break, but don't you worry. We'll be back here in a moment, and we might get a little HMS TV poll going, and you guys be the judge. Let us know what you think of that last incident. We'll be right back. We are back here at Richmond. Looks like we're just about ready to get back rolling. Christian, Hunter Johnson, your race leader with the 5 of Garrett D. Grant, going to be starting on his outside.
Yep, Richmond's going to have quick pace laps. That's going to be for sure here. But the pace truck's about to take that hard left-hand turn in. No, we're going to go around again. I thought the lights were off.
I did too. It's hard to tell with that truck there, but I think we'll be going green next time around. But folks, as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in here to the world's #1 streaming service. That's right, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And Christian, I mean, I try to tell the fans this all the time, but I am always doing extensive research to confirm our claims, and it just keeps being proven factual evidence that HMS TV is the world's #1 streaming service.
Absolutely, and somebody said, Blake, you're not #1, and I bet you $200 you can't prove it to me, and I hear you're $200 richer.
Oh yeah, no, I've actually won that bet about 10 different times, Christian, so a lot more than $200 richer.
Alrighty, well, field is set. Pace truck going to take that hard left-hand turn down Richmond Avenue to the juicy Spider restart zone. These trucks go. And green flag back in the air here in the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series. And the field can reach out and kiss Hunter Johnson goodbye.
Hunter Johnson just checked out. He might lap the field. I mean, Christian in the chat, Dat Flea.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Oh, my, big checkup. Dat Flea says Hunter Johnson in the front like usual, Christian.
Dat Flea, loves him some Hunter Johnson.
I'm not even sure if Hunter knows who he is either. This is a funny thing, Christian.
I don't know because, didn't we determine he was from a different country?
I think he said he was from Australia, if I remember right.
Yeah,
is that right?
So, he's just Garrett D. Grant's biggest, Hunter Johnson's biggest fan.
How dare you, Garrett D. Grant? Christian, I was down in the garage, and I said, hey, Garrett, can we get an autograph? There's a kid that wants the autograph. He said, excuse me, what did you call me? I said, Garrett. He said, it's Garrett D. Grant to you.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't just diss Mr. Garrett D. Grant like that.
Yeah, well, let's drop back in the field a bit here. Daryl Young Jr., Christian, he's really on the move. He started 9th, and where's he running now?
He is back in the 9th position. I mean, he's gained he's worked hard over time. 12 laps, of gaining hard position there. Started 9th, currently 9th. He's working hard tonight.
Is he even trying out there tonight, Christian?
Oh, he's trying hard. Go put on the in-truck camera right now.
All right, so we're talking like we're trying to see what he's doing right now, or we're trying to see
let's see what he's doing.
Let's take a look here if we got a view in truck. I'm not sure if I put one in Daryl's truck. Oh, there it is.
I did. It's a big flashing light right there, and is that a teacup?
Oh my God, he's sipping tea in the truck, Christian.
What is this?
Well, I tell you what, the richest guy on the internet, Daryl Young Jr., sitting in the top 10. Not a bad run for him, but he's just doing a whole lot of nothing, it looks like.
Drinking tea with his pinky out, and we have a pass for the lead, Blake.
Oh, no, what happened? Race leader, did he disconnect or what? I don't see the 88 of Johnson anywhere.
Hunter Johnson is gone. Does he come back? Let me investigate for you at home.
Folks, he scored in the 28th position. I think Hunter Johnson just disappeared. No, he just came back, Christian.
It's a Christmas miracle.
He's back for now.
What is happening?
Well, good thing he came back, Christian, because that would have been a bad feeling being this far out front, getting disconnected. So hopefully the 88 of Hunter Johnson can figure out those issues, but he's got a long way to go here tonight at Richmond.
Absolutely. And, one thing, I love that new notification down there. We would have never really known what happened there because we weren't watching a battle for the lead at all. But that notification lets you know things.
And boy, I tell you what, Dat Flea in the chat, I'm sure he just about had an aneurysm, Christian, seeing Hunter Johnson disappear, and he was freaking out.
Well, no, you're wrong, actually. Hunter Johnson did not disappear. Dat Flea says he decides if he wants to be seen.
Well, how about this? Chad White running 4th. Is he feeling all right, or is Chad actually in the truck, or is that somebody else?
Chad White, he wasn't cutting it here at HMS TV. That's actually Jesse Becker.
Oh, okay.
Chad is actually missing. So, and don't ask any more questions, but that's Jesse Becker down there.
Well, might be. Let's drop back in the field here in the 20th position. Christian, he started 14th out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ben Pierce running 20th. Not a great night.
No, not a night for him so far. Down 6 positions. Got to see what he could do I'm gonna shout out Husky in the comments. Blake was talking when I read that he done used an Enderpearl, and I about laughed out loud there.
Well, right in front of Ben, though, Joey Ladisser in that number 23 machine, hailing all the way from Canada, Christian. He is stuck on that outside here right now in the 18th position.
Somebody's playing Houdini in front of him. That's the 12 of Brandon Shute. Is there something going on with iRacing's connection overall tonight?
Well, if you remember, Brendan Shute had some connection issues last week as well, I believe, for a while. So hopefully he figures that stuff out.
Maybe Volcan Towing and Recovery could get him some better internet.
Oh, disappearing again. That is not a good feeling when you're at a small track like Richmond, Christian, and you're seeing a guy jumping all over the track.
No, I had that happen to me just last week, Monday night in the Wheels America Racing Cup Series on the track. I was driving behind, I think it was, Larson, and he was in and out, and I didn't know where he was going to come back up. It's quite scary to be in that predicament as the driver behind.
Well, let's take a look here, Christian, on your HMS TV Hard Chargers board. Jeremy Freer up 14 positions. A lot of people, they cry and moan and complain, being like, Richmond, you can't pass. Well, look at this. Jeremy Freer, we had a caution in between this as well. In 22 laps is up 14 positions.
I mean, that is moving there, and a lot of people talk about, oh, you can't pass here, you can't pass there. Well, just because you can't pass there doesn't mean you can't pass there.
Well, yeah, you know what, Jeremy Freer, before the race, Christian, he was double fisting Java Monsters. I said, whoa, Jeremy, that is not healthy. He said, Blake, I'm pumped up, and I'm going to be driving through the field quickly here tonight.
Absolutely. My wife really loves those Java Monsters. And have you ever seen Alvin and the Chipmunks, when they drink the coffee and they pop up and bounce off the walls? That's about how my wife reacts.
Okay, well, that's good to know, but let's jump back out front. Hunter Johnson's still your race leader, a 1.5 second lead here on lap 24, Christian. And again, I think the strategy for these guys, again, if this thing stays green, try to pit around lap 75, cut this thing in half.
And the tight battle for the lead as they head through turn one. Guaranteed Grant nowhere to be seen as they race down the backstretch.
We got a truck there about to get lapped. Trying to find out who this is. I see Jacob Gladulich in the 28th position battling with Jacob Thornton. Christian, we've got a hard battle for last.
The Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle for last. I mean, right now Jacob's hanging tight right there, but we're gonna see if it's Jacob Thornton could get around them for last.
Not sure what happened. Kean Fry must have missed the start, Christian. He's down 16 laps, and looks like the race leader's coming up on him to put him down 17 here soon, so that's unfortunate for the number 4 machine, Kean Fry.
Yep, out here racing for points.
Well, he's hoping for some pile-ups or some wrecks or something here. Is Diego Sainz. We know he's always got a lot of fans in the chat here, Christian. Currently in the 7th position. He started 7th.
Absolutely. People in the chat, let us know who you're out here rooting for. I see 27 people watching now. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on TV, we have seen that 70% of our viewers watch from the television, and we welcome you. We welcome you. But go ahead and pull out your phone for us. Hit that like button while you have it out. Hit that subscribe button, and then lay back and enjoy Hutchinson Motorsports TV on your TV.
Well said, Christian. If you're on a Roku, you can actually hold that OK button, and there's some ways to go through and do all that. But nonetheless, we appreciate you tuning in here tonight as Jeremy Freer continues to try to drive through the field here. He is your hard charger early on.
He's 12th now, going to be looking over the 26 machine there. Actually, he's going to be held up by Daryl Young up there on the top. 26 Brian Stuffin on the bottom there. Going to poke his nose to the outside. He's trying to push the issue. He goes too wide through the turn.
As always, we thank everybody for tuning in. I believe in the chat earlier, we saw Brantley Roden from Harpoon Design in there. He is spotting for Daryl Young Jr. here. He is the team owner, so Daryl's trying to keep the boss man happy.
Yep, having to keep the boss man happy. The boss man ain't happy, no one's happy.
Also in the chat, obviously Dat Flea, Husky. We got Connor Gerard, the all-time GOAT. We saw Roy Paelski out there, Josh J. Hutton out there. He's pulling for Hutton. Let's take a look at Jared Ray as he runs in the 9th position in his Ford F-150.
Ray Hutton getting around the track in 9th position, as you just mentioned. Keeping an eye on him, up 8 spots before he started.
Well, that 51 of Freer is in a rocket ship here tonight, Christian. Already up to 9th, or 10th, sorry.
Now, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him once he actually makes it to the front. Does he have Johnson's speed? I don't know.
It's like a battle for second here's developing here as Michael Curran, who has had some speed in practice, is right on that back bumper of the 5 truck of Garrett D. Grant.
Absolutely. Garrett D. Grant going to try to defend his second position there, but don't look now behind him. Behind Michael Curran, Chad White in the 36 machine there is running him down. Chad White is totally not missing, and Jesse Becker is totally not in this truck.
Well, you know, we can't confirm one way or another. You got the dark visor there, so there's no telling who's in that truck.
I mean, all I'm saying is Chad White showed up to the track tonight. What happened after that, I will not comment. And honestly, if an officer walks up, I plead the fifth.
Well, Christian, rumor has it we've actually found some fans in the stands that were looking for a part-time gig. And by part-time, we mean part-time. Christian, we've got some cameramen down on the track again.
Yeah, we got a whole French badge. Let's go ahead to the Hudson Motorsports TV trackside cameras.
All right, Christian, it's about to get loud. Our fans, cover your ears. We're going trackside. Oh, my.
That was close. No hit yet.
He's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, he's all right, Christian. We're good, we're good. Now, this next one, the one after this gets a little scary, Christian, I think. Why is he in the middle of the track?
Well, you know, insurance.
Well, at least these drivers have the decency to stay high there.
Yeah, we're trying to protect it at all costs. Whatever we can do here. Having to talk loud because I know it is loud.
Wow, great shots here around Richmond as Hunter Johnson continues to lead out front. We're 37 laps into this one here tonight as Chad White is battling, trying to take over that 3rd spot.
Can't even take anybody off the payroll after that one. I mean, what?
Yeah, well, the good news is we just got them here, Christian. You know, the pay period is once a month, so, I mean, we have a couple weeks.
All right, well, the ones that, you know, left us earlier were the ones that we were about to have to pay, right?
Yeah. Now, but, you know, Dat Flea says Hunter Johnson would never hit a cameraman.
I mean, we have been sued before. If you remember right, Blake.
Yeah, unfortunately. And, you know, let's drop back. We've only got one Canadian out here tonight, Christian. And, you know, we're pulling for him in the bottom of our heart. Joey Ladisser in the 19th position. He needs to get on the gas, get to the front, show them what Canadians are made of.
Where the other Ladisser brother is tonight?
I don't know. You know, who knows? Could be rewatching that gold medal men's hockey game.
I mean, it might be a little emotional for them.
Certainly so, but here we are in lap number 40 in the 19th position from Alexandria, Ontario, Joey Ladisser.
Something I learned the other day, Blake. Did you know the captain for the U.S. men's team is also the captain for the Maple Leafs?
Yo, I bet that's a hard pill to swallow if you're a Maple Leafs fan.
I bet it is. Like, I mean,
do you root for him or what? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's when you agree to disagree at that point, right? Chad White, though, back in the 4th position, trying to make his way around Garrett D. Grant, who has lost to Michael Curran that 2nd position.
Yeah, Chad White, you know, I was talking to him before the race. He said he felt pretty good in the long run and felt like he could save tires pretty well. So we'll see how this plays out as we're just about halfway through this first pit stint, I think, here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see when people finally come. We're approaching 100 laps to go, too.
Yeah, this is the best battle on the track right here as Chad White keeps going to work on Garrett D. Grant. I think he's a little faster, but again, being faster isn't always everything. Connor Gerard in the chat says, shout out to all the Canadians. So if you're Canadian in the chat, say something. Let us know you're there and you're watching. Say it loud and proud as Chad White looks to the inside, takes over the 3rd spot. As they continue to battle, we jump back out front here. Christian, race leader, looks like Hunter Johnson getting reeled in by Michael Curran, only out front by less than half a second.
I mean, reeling them in. I mean, I don't know if this is tires have gone from Hunter Johnson. This is unlike Hunter to, you know, to even be somewhat slow. I mean, I'm not saying he's slow. He's leading the race by half a second, but you know what I mean. Like, Michael Curran is fast right now and reeling them in.
Well, Husky in the chat, Chris, you know what he says? He says, I love maple syrup, for real.
I mean, it's all right.
And he rides a moose, apparently. But we drop back Jared Ray Hutton running in the 10th position.
You okay? I mean, you're sounding like me right now, Blake.
I know.
He's up 7 positions, though, there in the 10th position. That's the number 50 Menards machine, one of the more iconic paints in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Speaking of paints, Christian, let's jump back, see if we got some new paints out here tonight. You know, Chris Wright looking pretty snazzy here, I might add. But behind him, we got Andrew Littlefield in this number 53 machine. And anything else out there stand out to you, Christian?
Go ahead back 1 position to the 39, Tyler Pluff. He is racing. I said 29 before, so pardon me on that. But he is out there racing. He just bought a $35,000 roll cart from Snap-on Tools. So he's got some winning to do if he wants to pay for that.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Let's take around this Juicy Spider drone cam, Christian, get a closer look to the Snap-on number 39 machine. This guy better not wreck that truck, Christian, because he's already in debt for his tools.
Yep. Drunken Spider on the cam tonight. Whoa, watch out, Drunken. I will say, though, Blake, these trucks do not have a right side window on their right side of their car. Oh, whoa, Drunken Spider. They're going around the roll cage.
Wow, Drunken Spider. And we lost, looks like we lost footage here, so we'll switch over to the nose cam with Tyler Pluff in the 39 machine, sitting in that 14th position.
Keeping an eye on him, moving on up through the field. Actually, he's down 2 positions, so that Snap-on Toolbox might not be getting paid off tonight.
Yeah, but we jump back up here. It looks like actually Chad White did not take over the 3rd spot. Garrett D. Grant was able to defend it. Now Chad White might be on the decline, it's looking like.
Yeah, those tires, for a lot of people, I'm seeing some people falling. Practically the only truck I'm not seeing, lose any time right now is Jeremy Royer, now up 21 positions in that 6th position.
This guy's an alien, Christian. I mean, I don't know how. He's up 21 positions, just slicing and dicing through the field. And I'm looking at tire fall off here as we got a battle for the race lead kind of developing. Your race leader, Hunter Johnson, his best lap earlier, a 22.35. Well, his last lap, Christian, 24.06. So almost 2 seconds slower already.
Garrett D. Grant going to be making what is up with this camera?
Oh, well, we need to fire another camera guy here, so don't worry, we'll get him gone.
Alrighty, well, Garrett D. Grant going to be going to the inside, battling for the race lead. We have some lap traffic in the way, going to yield them to the race leaders now. Garrett D. Grant going to be making another attempt there as it's the 24 machine. It's the 24 of Christopher Dunning, who, I mean, that kind of slowed Garrett D. Grant down there a little bit. Garrett D. Grant is not going to be too happy with that.
Yeah, well, he goes to work here. We drop back to our 2nd place truck, Garrett D. Grant on the HMS TV dashboard cam. He's currently in the 2nd position here. Lap number 54 out of 150. Folks, I say we take just a short break here. We're going HMS TV side by side. We want to show you some cool stuff we got in the works. We will be right back, but don't you go anywhere. We'll go HMS TV side by side here shortly.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the world's #1 streaming service. From over-the-top calls to electrifying action, we bring it all to the table. The whole field's chugging it! It's a drag race to the checkered flag in the air. Justin Thompson wins the Harpoon Design 500.
But the action doesn't just stop when the stream ends. Whether you're looking for a broadcaster or looking to secure your spot in our next special event, the best way to get a hold of us, and the only way to enter our exclusive events, is to join the HMS TV Discord server.
Don't get left on the trailer. What are you waiting for? Join the Hutchison Motorsports TV Discord community today by scanning the QR code shown on your screen. We'll see you there.
We are back here, Christian, and what are you seeing out front with Garrett D. Grant in the second position?
He's worked up he was at 4/10 of a lead, 4/10 of a second lead now, but down to 3. So Hunter Johnson not really falling back too far there. Oh, Scott, what am I thinking? Never mind. What am I reading? No, just
I don't know, folks. Just ignore everything he just said. Hunter Johnson holding on to the race lead. Garrett D. Grant second. Michael Curran third. We still got Chad White right there with him in the 4th spot.
You know, good help's hard to find, and Blake is definitely living that reality.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck with what you got with employees, right, Christian?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, especially when you hire them in the state of Illinois, Blake's hometown. You know, you just you can't fire people.
And, you know, I got bad news, folks. I received word that Jesse, Chad, and Christian have formed a union, and they have unionized, so I just can't get rid of them.
Nope, and you will come to our terms and conditions of that raise we've been discussing, or we will strike.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate here, but Garrett D. Grant, you know, again, these top 4 are all bumper to bumper here, just waiting for somebody to make a little mishap as we're into lap number 63, Christian. Looks like the pit cycle's probably going to be starting here in about 10 laps.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, you have Grant 3/10 behind the leader, Curran 5, Chad White 8/10 behind the leader, averaging, of course. And then Justin Bondurant is 2.6 seconds back. So this is definitely a 4-truck breakaway.
Yeah, so Justin Bondurant's going to try to figure out something to maybe gain some speed like these top 4 has. He's a bit back here out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, and he's actually, it looks like he's on a track by himself right now. I mean, the next person back is Freer, who is 6.3 seconds back. So Justin Bondurant was on his own island, and quite frankly, the top 4 are aliens, I guess.
Well, we do know Jeremy Freer has some serious speed, but he probably burned up some tires, Christian. I mean, he passed 21 trucks already, so my guess is his stuff is probably about toast. But if there's a late caution, keep an eye on that 51 machine for sure.
Let's talk about strategy for a second. We're on lap 66 of 150. Halfway is 75. So if can we make it to that 75 mark and, you know, make it a true one-stopper of a race? And there is a very good chance. I'm not saying it's impossible that we go the whole race without a yellow. I mean,
yeah. Now, Christian, you know what I would do if I'm in this top 4 and, you know, not your race leader. I mean, especially let's say Curran or White, 3rd and 4th. I would kind of short pit these guys just a little bit, you know, because it is tough to pass here. If you short pit them, you gain that speed with the fresh tires. You take over that top spot after the pit cycle ends, and maybe you're able to hold them off.
Definitely. So I'm trying to see if I can find Chad White. That way I can pop into his channel and ask him. Okay, I'm going to go pop down to, Jesse Becker's radio. I'll be right back to the booth, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, yeah. Christian's going to go do some chores. He's got to pick up my dry cleaning, get me a hot dog from the concession stand. He'll be back in a little bit here, folks. But Chad White right now sitting in the 4th spot trying to make a move on one of these guys. Let's hop on board with Chad White in 4th. As always, folks, appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight at Richmond Raceway with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Truck Series on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel. We got some stuff going on, folks. Check out the description of the video. Join the Discord. We've got an event coming up here shortly, the Grid Gold 500. Going to be a multi-class event at Bristol, folks. You know what? Let's head you over here so you can check out this beautiful commercial for the Grid Gold 500. We'll be right back. Friday, April 10th, Hutchinson Motorsports TV does the unthinkable. With 2 golden eras, one class wasn't going to be enough. So both the 1987s and Gen 4s will head to the legendary last Coliseum of Bristol Motor Speedway for the Grid Gold 500. With separate class payouts and over $240 in prizes on the line, you won't want to miss this. Entry is just $10, so sign up today by joining the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord. We'll see you there. We are back here at Richmond, and back in the booth is Christian Taylor. You got any news for us, Christian?
Absolutely. Jesse, I met Chad White, who is totally not missing tonight, told me that you're pretty decent on fuel in this, short track racing of Richmond. You can go 100 laps on one tank, so we're going to easily make it to halfway. The twist is, when do they come?
Christian, again, you have to pit once. If I'm out there again, I'm thinking, you want to go around the halfway point. We had that early caution, which maybe changes things up a bit. But again, if I'm Chad White, I think short pitting is the way to go. Just a couple laps. Because again, these guys are about 2 seconds slower than they were earlier. So if you pit 1 lap earlier than somebody, you're going to gain 2 seconds on them, essentially.
Yeah, when you come, it depends on how long it takes you to,
that's a good point.
Save your tires.
That is a good point. And not everybody comes at the same time.
No, here comes Garrett D. Grant now in the 5 truck.
All right. So he's going to start the pit cycle out front. So Garrett D. Grant down pit road. It's like Hunter Johnson, Curran, and White going to stay out there. I love this strategy for Grant. Again, you don't want to stay out there too long if you're in this front group. So let's see what these guys elect to do this time around.
It just depends on...
Here's Chad White.
Yeah, it looks like he might be heading down this time. It just depends on how well you could save tires after the pit stop. You're going to be faster, but you got to be able to, make those tires last. You're going to be running just as long on that set as you are on this set, so especially if we stay green. 3 wide down the backstretch for some reason for last.
3 wide for last, Christian. That's the only way to battle for last, is Jacob Thornton trying to hold off the Drift King number 14 machine as a race leader is not liking what he's seeing out his front windshield, Christian.
Drift King going 3 wide at Richmond. I don't know why we just saw that, but nonetheless, let's see. The race leader going to be Hunter Johnson. Has got the rear, the back now. If I'm Hunter Johnson, I'm probably just going to pit at this point.
I was just about to say that. You may as well just pit. These guys are 3 wide for last right now. You need to go down the pits, Hunter. Because A, it's going to slow you down anyways, and B, it might crash you. So,
especially with that blinking truck.
Yeah, there's a blinking truck. He's slow. He's all over. I'm going down pit road. Black flag for Chad White.
Chad White, what are you doing? What? Hunter Johnson has to be scared right now. That truck is blinking right in front of him.
Yeah, race leader Hunter Johnson. He's going to have to take these lap cars 3 wide, Christian. Oh, my goodness. He's able to make it.
Oh, my God. He needs a wheelbarrow for his balls after that one.
Oh, my. Yeah, makes me think of Randy Marsh from South Park.
Yeah, he's pulling a trailer. His Chevy has a tow hitch on the back of it. Excuse me, for Chevy. Yeah, Chevy has a tow hitch.
Let's drop back a little bit here. How about this run here tonight? Andrew Littlefield. Christian started 24th. He's running 4th right now.
Yeah, interesting night for him. He's up 20 positions from where he started, and my, oh my, there goes Diego Sainz at the pits. But Andrew Littlefield, it's going to be interesting. These trucks staying out. It's come to pass later on in the run. Of course, they're going to be behind when they finally pit, especially when people pitting early like Garrett D. Grant. But when they finally come in, it's going to be in the longer run where their story is told.
Yeah, you know, and I just don't like the strategy of staying out too long, especially for Jeremy Freer. I mean, we saw him drive through the whole field. He passed 25 cars so far here tonight. I think he probably should have tried to pit around the halfway point, but again, these drivers, they know their trucks better than we do.
I mean, with 69 laps to go, I mean, you got to be thinking about, you know, when to come.
As Darrell Young Jr. sitting in the 11th position. Right behind him, Joey Ladisser and Richard Midkiff as they battle throughout the field here at Richmond. We have been clean and green since that first initial caution here tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, good stuff, GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series. I definitely doubted you on this one.
I did too. I mean, I expected at least 3 or 4 cautions minimum, but hey, still a long way to go. It's possible it could happen. But meanwhile, Hunter Johnson's still out there, Christian. I mean, how long is he going to go?
I mean, Chad White said you'd go about 100 on a tank, but I guess his strategy is let the people pit. You go ahead, go on in there, get your tires, gain your time on me, but I'll see you in a minute.
That is certainly the plan as he's trying to get through some lap traffic here. Let's see how he navigates through the field as he gets around the 29 truck. He's feeling good on the top, though, as Tyler Hallman down pit road.
Yeah, Hunter Johnson, I just talked to his crew chief while you were speaking there. I just radioed down to see what they were thinking. He says, what do you mean?
We got one into
lap the field.
Oh, look at hard to the wall. We might see a caution. There it is. Lap cars get together, Christian. He got hooked, went into the grass, came straight up the track, and he is jumped.
Let me tell you something. Garrett D. Grant is cooked. He's 2 laps down, Blake.
And yeah, that is unfortunate. And Chad White had that black flag, so he is done for as well. I'm trying to find this incident here, Christian. It is not helping me out. I know it was the 29 truck involved. So
actually,
just go back. There you have it.
Did he get turned at the bottom there?
Yes, it looks like it. Let's see this one more time here. All right, let's rewind this a bit here. You be the judge. Let us know what you think happened. Go to the chopper.
Oh, so it's Garrett D. Grant on tires.
Oh, he gives him a bump there. Tries to go low. The 29, oh, he just kind of lost it. Swerves down, tries to save it. Hard into the fence he goes, and does he collect anybody else? No, thankfully.
That is an unfortunate turn of events, but here comes Hunter Johnson down pit road. All by his lonesome. Was pit road even open? Yeah, it was.
It was. No, it looks like the field was catching up, but the pits had opened up, so he's going to take a huge advantage. He can take his sweet time. Maybe use the bathroom, and he'd still come out as a race leader.
Justin Bondurant getting his service right now. But they just dropped the right side of Hunter Johnson's truck, heading to the left. Gonna see if anyone, I mean, he came into pit road with such a big lead. Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how that just happened, but here we are, Christian.
I don't even know what life is
wait,
anymore.
Bondurant was a lap down.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So Bondurant is not going to matter for him.
He already pitted then.
Yeah, it's not going to matter for him. So Hunter Johnson going to hold on, and Michael Curran down pit road this time. He's probably going to get a black, I'm guessing. I have no clue what's going on, Christian.
Yeah, and what's interesting, Garrett D. Grant stays out to get the wave around. He wasn't 2 laps down. He was 1 lap down. So he's going to be on the lead lap, but his tires now, I don't – is he going to have enough with the freshies that Hunter Johnson has?
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is Hunter Johnson, you know, we kind of chastised him for staying out so long. Well, now it's a genius maneuver. I mean, he's got fresh tires. He's starting out front. He's pinned quite a few guys a lap down. I mean, he is definitely in the driver's seat to win this race here tonight at Richmond with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks.
Look at how many waiver rounds there's going to be. I mean, they might need to extend the caution a lap or two because it's going to be chaos to get all these trucks around.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at these. I mean, you see at least a dozen trucks, maybe more, as they're all going to take the lap around. See how this plays out for these guys as we line them up here. Andrew Littlefield's going to be in the 2nd position. Then we have Casey Lakatis, then Lukens in the 33, and Sutphin.
Hunter Johnson catches the pace truck.
It feels like these guys are racing under caution, Christian. I don't know what's going on. They're pulling up beside each other. They're racing each other around here under caution.
Yep, they are going to delay the caution. Delay the lap by one.
Probably a good call because it would have been a nightmare if they did not.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been in a case before where they didn't delay, and it's usually a recipe for disaster. But, you know, speaking of disaster, we just had a caution at Richmond, and, you know, we're getting close to we are 60 laps to go, Blake. So no one's going to be really patient when we go back green.
Not at all. And, you know, again, I mean, everybody's good to go on fuel the rest of the way, so you don't really have to worry too much about all that stuff. It is going to matter, though, who saves their tires the best, and if we get a late caution, what plays out from there.
Absolutely. We're looking back at the field from Hunter Johnson. This time around, though, the pace truck is going to be taking that turn. Michael Curran, I don't know if he just checked up. I don't know what that was, but we're about to go green.
We are lined up. It's going to be Littlefield on the outside, Johnson on the inside as they roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air at Richmond.
Absolutely. Taking a look towards the back of the field. Everyone seems to be rolling so far as we head into turn one. Going to see if we all make it through nice and friendly. It's looking like so far we're clean and green.
I thought I saw a black flag notification for Drift King back there, but I'm not seeing it now, so we'll just pretend like that didn't happen. But meanwhile, Dylan Rosenberg, currently in the 13th position. I thought he was going to be a heavy favorite to win this race here tonight, Christian.
Absolutely. It's common for the black flag. There was some chatter on the radio about some people out of order, and race control just said, restart, I'll clear it. And that's what happened.
Oh, no. Whoa! Boy, we were on board there, and he almost went for a ride. Caution is out.
Michael Curran.
I'm still not seeing anything on my log here, Christian.
The 4 is taking responsibility for that if you need to rewind it manually.
One moment here. Let me find the 4. The 4, Christian, is like 20 laps down. So if he causes it, I don't know what he's doing. But let's take a look. Let's hop up here as they're side by side. Here it is. Oh, yeah. 4 should take responsibility. He just flat out junked him.
Oh, and you need to make sure he's finished off.
Yep. From 20 laps down to junking one of the favorites in the O2. The O2 is not happy.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be either. That's one of those moments to where, you know, Jesse Becker has worked with me on, you know, making sure when I press the radio button that I understand what happened. But I promise you, if that was me, if I was in Michael's shoes, there wouldn't be none of Jesse Becker's therapeutic remedies that would help me there.
Yeah, but how about this alternate strategy? You know, some of those guys that got the wave around maybe couldn't pit. Now they get to head down pit road, so certainly helps them out. Colin Fambro going to be the first one down pit road. So we have Fambro, Rosenberg, Robertson, Curran, Hutton, Gladulich, all down pit road.
And, you know, and they get if they're on the lead lap, they do not have to start behind the lap traffic. You know, so it's going to be interesting now because those fresh tires are ahead of the lap traffic and going to be running hard to get to the lead.
Certainly going to get interesting here as we're ticking away the laps quickly here tonight, Christian. We're on lap number 95 out of 150 here at Richmond already.
Yep, absolutely. You know, this is the Richmond 150. I'm not sure if we don't have a race name, do we, Blake? But
nope.
Richmond 150, I mean, this is only a 3/4 mile track. So, I mean, do the math at home, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably going to be the quickest race of the season.
I would have to agree so. And before we go green, we actually got a message from a NASCAR Cup driver. He wants to tell you something. Hang on. Who is this? Go ahead.
Who?
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
We are back here, and wow, Christian, Todd Gilliland now telling the fans they need to be subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today.
What? So, hear me out. America's crew chief told him, right?
Yeah.
Todd Gilliland told him.
Uh-huh. I mean,
So,
who else has to?
I mean,
who else is left? I mean, we've got Todd Gilliland. He's probably a future Hall of Famer, Christian, and
I mean,
America's crew chief as well.
I mean, Todd Gilliland is probably going to win more championships than Dale Earnhardt. I mean, let's just be real.
It is true. And I mean, you never know who's next. Who's going to tell these guys to subscribe to HMS TV next? I have no clue. So, folks, do us a favor. We're putting in the work, so you do it too. Clear. Oh, be quiet, Christian. Darrell Young Jr. while he's racing, but the pace truck is in. Field is set. Green flag back in the air, Christian, as Darrell Young Jr. from his truck sends the $2 super chat in the 9th position.
At the direction of Darrell, I'm going to be very quiet as I call the race now. Darrell Young Jr. in the 8th position, working his way around the track. He is up. Let's see, where is he at? I don't even know where he's at. 9th. He's exactly where he's qualified at as he's working his way through turns 3 and 4.
Well, he's struggling here. Freer's coming up quick. He is in a rocket ship. Freer says, get out of the way. I don't have time to deal with you, Darrell. He blows by him like he's sitting still.
Darrell Young Jr., I mean, he's got 3 wide behind him. He is on the top of 2 himself. I feel like I'm calling a golf match at this point.
Wow, we got some hard racing here, Christian. These guys still 3 wide. They've been 3 wide since the start. Door to door, the 39 in the snap-on machine in the middle with Darrell Young Jr. on the top.
They are 3 by 3. I'm tired of being quiet. It's just not my nature, Blake.
You know what it's time to do since they're 3 wide, Christian? You know this is the safest time to do this. We're going trackside. It's going to get loud. Cover your ears.
Down trackside, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Trackside games. Oh!
This is a madhouse, Christian. 3 wide down the backstretch here at Richmond. Oh! My goodness, they got him. Oh, Christian, they got him. Get the tarps out. But, hey, we're staying green, though. We're staying green.
Oh, my goodness. Is there 3 wide again? Down to the bottom. 39 is going to be tight. Oh, barely missed him there. I thought the 39 was about to get turned off the bumper of that black and yellow truck down there.
Boy, this is pure madness in the back here, Christian. These guys are racing for the win for 15th position.
Yeah, I mean, 39 doors to 15. They are battling hard for nowhere.
Caution is out, man. And the caution doesn't happen in the back. So let's see where it was here. Brendan Shewitt involved. It's been a rough race for him, Christian. Here it is. Oh, hang on. He's flashing, so I have no clue if we'll even be able to see it.
Yep, I'm hearing that it was, just a fly job.
There you go, slider.
Mwah!
There you have it. That brings out the caution, a solo car incident. Man, Christian, how about that racing, though? We were 3 wide there for, 8 or 10 laps, and it was pretty fun to see.
I mean, that was definitely some intense. I didn't expect to see 3 to 3 wide, like nose to tail 3 wide racing at Richmond, but we did it. If we can do 7 wide at Phoenix, I guess we can do 3 wide at Richmond.
Darrell Young Jr. down pit road. Is this a winning strategy, Christian? Can the richest man on the internet steal this one?
We're going to have to keep an eye on him because, going to have easily the freshest tires on track, but does he have the time, especially with the chaos that is happening towards the rear of the field?
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. I like this strategy. You got to try something different if you're Darrell. You're sitting around the 10th position all night. Really was going nowhere. So try something different. You might lose a few spots, but you might gain a bunch.
We got 47 to go, Blake. So. Oh, Darrell Young says no.
I have to go back to my golf voice.
Well, yeah. Darrell made it straightforward here for us, folks. I asked him if this was a winning strategy. He says no.
Darrell Young Jr. with an impeccable bogey.
Speaking of bogeys, Christian, there's a new golf game taking the world by storm on Steam. It's Super Battle Golf. It's actually pretty fun. I saw Steve Tucker playing it over there in the Harpoon Design Discord, so I ended up buying it myself. And, it's fun, but it's kind of like Mario Party, Christian, if you ever played that. It can certainly make you rage.
I have never heard of it in my life, but, it's probably going to be one of those games that you're going to have me buy. We're going to have Jesse buy it. Everybody in the Dark Empire is going to buy it, and then we'll never play it again after a week.
That is the plan. I at least try to get everybody to buy something before we all quit playing it. That is the goal.
Absolutely.
We're going to line them up again. Christian going to take the green flag here. Next time around, it's looking like we're going to be on lap 106. So we're going to have about 45 laps left to go here as Hunter Johnson going to line up side by side with Brian Sutphin. First time we've seen him out here in the front.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he's got for him, and pardon the dog in the background.
Yeah, I told you, Christian, quit bringing your dog to work. It is, there's all kinds of violations. I don't want to see it anymore.
I'm going to have to be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Christian will be back. He's got something going on, but don't you worry. Field is lined up. We are set. Sutphin on the outside, Johnson on the inside. Pace truck is in. Into the Juicy Spider restart zone they go. Green flag back in the air here at Richmond. Great jump from your race leader, Hunter Johnson. And we got a battle back here, folks. They're going 3, maybe 4 wide. Boy, it is a madhouse. Got some guys with some fresh tires duking it out, but back to 2 by 2 through the field. Going back up towards the front, door-to-door battle for the second position. Andrew Littlefield trying to take it from Brian Sutphin as they are side by side. Fourth position going to be Casey Lakatis, and then we have Luke Daniels rounding out your top 5 here tonight as we jump on board in the HMS TV dashboard cam with Luke Daniels in 5th. Great racing here tonight. We've got 40 fans tuned in. Be sure to click that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for, folks. The only way we'll know is if you let us know. So let us know who's going to win this race. Who do you want to junk it? But meanwhile, Michael Curran, involved in an incident earlier, finds himself up to the 11th position, and he's got Derek D. Grant right beside him trying to work back up front as well. We saw this pit. Oh, Christian is back, but we saw this pit strategy earlier. It really hurt the 5 truck and the 02 both, but they are finally on the move and trying to head back up front, Christian.
Yep, we're going to keep an eye out. What do they got here? Michael Curran, he got junked. Probably still a little ill about it.
He's trying to get around Diego Sainz, and he better be careful, Christian. Diego's always got a lot of fans in the chat, so you end up turning that 99 truck. You're going to have to answer to a lot of diehard fans.
You'll need security when you leave the circuit, that's for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, sorry about having to leave there. It's 9:55, and I live in Delco, and somebody was walking down the street with a flashlight. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, heaven forbid somebody looks at Christian's, plot of land, so he had to go out there and take a look.
Yeah, it's just, you got to understand the area, Blake. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, look out. Oh, no, we might have one spinning back here. Oh, is he saving it?
Everyone's saving it? Oh, how?
They say, never mind. He's jumped. Caution is out.
Justin Bondurant done murdered somebody.
Tyler Pluff involved here, Christian. Let's take a look here. Going to the HMS TV chopper cam. Caution is out. Here it is.
Everyone's checking up. 39 gets into the 15, and then the 9. It wasn't the 9. Well, yeah, watch what happens here. 39. Bang. Boom.
There you have it. Tyler Pluff had a pretty good save there for a second, Christian, but fortunately, you can't save that one there.
Yeah, that's getting blamed on the 9, but, I mean, was it him?
I think I'd agree with that. I mean, the 9 does come up. He probably could have checked up. He kind of went into the corner, and does slide up the track. So, I don't know. It's definitely a questionable move there. But, Christian, this is interesting. Hunter Johnson down pit road. Garrett D. Grant going to stay out and take over the race lead.
Well, when he's the only one that stays out, then I don't think it's the best call.
Yeah, then not a good move. Again, you don't know that, though. When you elect to stay out, you think there's going to be some guys with you, but there wasn't. But, Christian, let's see this wreck one more time. You guys be the judge. Do you think the 9 is at fault here for causing this, or what do you think? Here it is. So here you go, folks. The 15 slides up the track, gets turned here down the 9, straight up the track from the apron. And, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the 9 could have checked up. I feel like
he could have, but he was there. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, the 39 is not going to really know that there's a guy on the apron coming and shooting up the whole track here, I feel like. So, again, you let us know in the chat. What do you think? Here it is. 39 of Pluff on the outside, the 9 of Bondurant on the inside. There is the incident.
The 9 was down there because he definitely missed that loose car, and I don't know. I see it I kind of see it as, if it's anything, it's more of a racing incident. As the 39 gets trapped behind the pace car there.
Yeah, again, I mean, I can definitely see that one both ways. It wasn't egregious either way, but in my mind, if you're the 9 of Bondurant, just because you're down on the apron doesn't really give you the right to, keep it floored, shoot up the track there. Even if it was subtle, I don't know. It could have gone either way, nonetheless.
In the words of the great Jesse Becker, if you have to think about it for more than 5 seconds, it's probably a racing incident.
Well, Christian, Jesse Becker, he's okay and all, but in the words of the great Brandon Sanders Racing in the chat, he says Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the best iRacing broadcast. There you have it, Christian.
I mean, he's got a point.
I'm going to get that tattooed on my arm, Christian. I'm taking a screenshot of this.
I mean, I finally talked you out of making me have to tattoo HMS TV cinematography on my forehead.
Oh no, that's still going to happen, Christian.
No, it's not.
But hey,
I refuse.
Speaking of which,
it's part of the union.
You bring up HMS TV cinematography. What exactly is that?
Well, I mean, do you take pictures and post it with your cell phone? Come on, guys. We're about to go green, and then I'll tell you more about HMS TV cinematography through the Juicy Spider restart zone. Garrett D. Grant leads the field back to green. And let me tell you, if Garrett D. Grant wins this race, he's going to want some great pictures of it, too. So he can reach out to HMS cinematography, and Blake Hutchison himself is going to take 8K photos of his car
they're
as
junking
the 12
it, Christian.
gets junked.
Big junk. Caution is out. Andrew Littlefield got turned there. I saw that one happening. Looks like Brendan Shewitt involved and others. So let's take a look here, folks. All right. We got some upset drivers in the chat, Christian. Pay attention to that radio. Maybe you can update us here soon. But here it is. They're 3 wide. And that really, I mean, just a bad racing deal there, unfortunately. I'm not really sure what anybody could have done here. What do you think, Christian?
That's Hunter Johnson got into the 12. I mean, it was just too many trucks and not enough real estate.
Yeah, again, I mean, it's so hard to tell what happened here. So there you have it. The 88 kind of gets into the 71, pushes him up the track. The 12 is there. So Darrell Young Jr., not sure he knew they were 3 wide, and they barely were. They were 3 wide by about 1/4 of an inch, and that's what happens, folks. It is a sport of inches, and we got some junk trucks, and they are not happy. Dat Flea says Johnson's aura affecting those around him, Christian.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an unfortunate incident. There is going to be put on the 88, Hunter Johnson. So he's going to be going to the rear of the field.
That call, I don't know. I don't know, Christian. What do you think of that one?
That one, more than the last one, I could probably agree with. I mean, when a truck goes off the nose of another truck, then it's kind of clear.
Christian, I'm not sure if you saw the replay, but there was a reason his nose went up. The 71 kind of, got into him a little bit. So I don't know. I think it's just a bad 3 wide racing deal.
Yeah, I mean, I could go with that too. I don't know. But Hunter Johnson is unfortunately going to have to go to the rear of the field. And that means he's behind all the lap traffic. So with 30 laps to go, that probably seals his fate.
I don't know, though. I'm not going to count him out. I'm not in the business of counting out Hunter Johnson. You can lose a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this is not his race to win anymore.
Oh, definitely not his race to win. I mean, he's not a favorite whatsoever, but he's going to have to do a lot of work. But it's definitely possible. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out, as it looks like Jacob Gladilich, the Drift King, they call him, Christian, down pit road.
Yep. So just some turn of information. I wouldn't have seen this coming. Dean Fry is the number 4 Ford is parking it.
Thank goodness. I'm just kidding, Ken, if you're tuned in. It's been a rough race for you, we know, but you're out here, you're logging laps, trying to gain some points. We know you missed the first 15 laps or so, but the field is set, Christian. It's going to be Garrett D. Grant. Remember, he's got some older tires, and Dylan Rosenberg out there. He hasn't pit since lap 93, Christian.
I mean, we're going to see what he has for the field. As the pace truck is off, field is set to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Garrett D. Grant leads us back to green, shoots out like a missile.
So Garrett D. Grant, Christian, last pit on lap 102. And meanwhile, Rosenberg, he last pit around lap 90. So Rosenberg in that 40 machine, he's going to be in the way, and you can tell he is.
Absolutely. So they're going to go 3 wide into the turn again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no patience.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no time. 30 laps to go here at Richmond. Somebody's loose. Somebody's junk. Oh, my goodness.
Freer is on the move again, Christian. This guy's been passing trucks all night long. He knows where to put that truck to get around somebody. Currently up to 4th. Don't count out the 51. Jeremy Freer to the front. Caution is out.
Again with the caution. Tyler Holman this time.
Here it is here, folks. Man, we had the cleanest race of the season going, Christian. Well, now it's all gone downhill here. Let's take a look.
Make sure you leave the camera on him after the wreck.
Here you have it. He just loses it, tries to save it, and he just goes down, almost keeps it rolling, gets into the wall.
Must not been him. Somebody wrecked after this, I believe, because they were talking about the caution is already out. So I don't know who said that, but
no clue. So nonetheless, caution is out for the 7th time, Christian. Man, again, this thing looked like it was going to go almost green to checker after that first caution around lap 15 or so. But it's been pretty rough since then.
Absolutely. I'm doing a little bit more investigating myself to see what might have happened.
Yeah, well, Christian's going to do that. We're going to take a quick break. We know these cautions at Richmond are pretty quick, so don't you go anywhere, folks. We got a crazy finish coming up here at Richmond with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks. We will be right back. See you in just a few moments. We are back here at Richmond, folks. The field is lined up once again. You think we can go some green flag laps without junking it, or are these guys going to keep it going?
I mean, cautions breed cautions, Blake.
Yeah, it's certainly the fact here again. I mean, we were green for, I don't know, I think we did like 80 or 90 laps with no cautions. Well, now we've had like 5 in the last 10, but the pace truck is in. Field is set. Grant's going to lead the field into the juicy spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
24 laps to go. I give it about a lap before we're drunken it again.
I'd have to agree with you. I mean, these guys, they're going 3 wide, and it's tough to do here at Richmond. I mean, they did it earlier, but it's not going to last forever.
Definitely not here, especially around mid-pack right here. They're all over the place, and I think we need to send it back down to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV track camera crew.
All right, well, it's going to get loud. You know, Christian, you always keep trying to talk when we go trackside. I'm trying to tell you, we can't hear you. So we're going down trackside, folks. Cover your ears. It's going to get loud. Here they come down the backstretch. Engines roaring here at Richmond. Oh, no, they got him, Christian. Oh my God, don't get this guy too. The same guy got them both. Well, that's done, Christian. We're out of cameramen for the rest of the night.
Well, good thing we still have the tower cameraman. I mean,
my goodness, same guy. I don't know who that guy was. Can we press charges on him?
I think he needs some charges out of that one. I mean, he might need some charges or some therapy. One of the two.
It looked intentionally. I was looking at the in-car cam, Christian. He swerves left.
I mean,
Caution.
Caution's out. Oh,
Daryl.
Daryl Young.
Oh, no.
Jr.
Daryl Young Jr. involved. And Christian, we got a lot of car trucks involved. Let's take a look. And people yelling. Take a look. Listen into the chat, Christian. So we can get a summary here. But let's take a look. Here is the wreck. Hallman with the meatball, but here's Daryl Young Jr. He's on the top. Oh, he just loses it there. That's unfortunate.
Oh, Daryl Young involved in the 50. Somebody gets in the back of a truck there trying to check up. Oh.
See this from
Who's that
another
turn
view here.
backwards?
These guys dooring each other. This is like a separate incident, essentially. He gets right hooked.
That was Daryl Young and the 64, the Hello Fresh
Nine
truck.
smokes the 97 there, and there you have it, folks. So another big pileup. Again, at Richmond especially, folks, cautions breed cautions. I mean, this is short track racing. We're running out of laps, and these guys know it, so they're racing like it.
I mean, definitely so. But now we're going to be pacing around, though. We're taking more time off the clock. We're probably going to start with about 15 laps to go here at Richmond.
Garrett D. Grant, again, he stayed out there on old tires a while back, and then he actually went down pit road just a couple cautions ago. I'm seeing he pit on lap 182. Is that true?
Yeah, I think I'm seeing the same thing, so I think it's going to be...
Wait a minute, 180. No, 102, sorry. Okay.
102.
So 102.
Okay.
So he pit on lap 102, and everybody else pit on lap 112. So he's got 10 lap older tires here out front.
Yeah, Blake, if he was lap 182, it would be about...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why is my thing saying that right now? But
the O with the slash to it is still a 0, right?
So the O's look like... So, look, well, we had an incident with the schedule here in the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks. Tyler Brewer, he put out a schedule. It was supposed to be the 18th. He put the 10th.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that you just did, so I guess you can't be too mad at him.
Oh, no, I'd never do that, Christian.
Oh, we have some complaining in the chat. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, unfortunately, the 50 of Jared Ray Hutton lost his lucky dog thanks to getting a little kiss during that wreck.
Oh, well, you got to drive clean, Christian. I mean, Jared Ray Hutton, he's trying to junk people, so he loses his lucky dog.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to love to hear that one, Blake.
Hey, but big shout out Jared Ray Hutton. He was a big help in the Harpoon Design 500 event we did. He helped with the setup.
Yep, definitely so, and that's what I wasn't wanting. Look at the chat. Jesse's saying he's heading off to bed.
Oh my, Jesse, are you kidding? Like, why even go to bed? I mean, we know he's going to be late for work, anyways.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think he's been on time in a year.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point to even go to bed. You may as well just stay up all night.
Ugh.
We got 42 concurrent watchers right now, Christian, and I don't think we have 42 likes. I'm seeing 14, so carry the 3 over. Yeah, definitely, if everybody clicked that like button, we've had a lot more than 14 likes, Christian.
Yeah, definitely so. But the pace truck is off. Field is set. We're going to be racing to the checkered flag. No.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, green flag in the air.
Hey, and nothing against these drivers. I mean, this is just, unfortunately, how these restarts work, is they're going for a wide, Christian. Oh, my goodness.
In the words... was it Diddy?
Short track racing.
That's what we're seeing here tonight. And, Christian, we're probably going to see another yellow. There's still 3 wide.
They're talking about somebody's saying that we need to check that restart. There may have been an illegal lane change. We're going to stay tuned for that one.
Oh, well, who said that?
I'm not sure who said it, but it said that it was to avoid stacking up the field. So race control is going to have to rule on that one.
Yeah, we'll have to wait. I'm sure they're probably going to junk it soon anyways. Maybe we'll have some time to take a look at that, but we are still clean and green. Race leader Garrett D. Grant feeling pretty good with 14 laps left to go here at Richmond. Christian, the pit strategy might pay off because all those cautions.
It might indeed, especially with a little bit of a pull away that he's having there. Race control has cleared the restart. I'm not sure who complained, but the truck that changed lanes is clear, and don't look now, but that pink truck, I just saw him pop out of nowhere from back there. That's Hunter Johnson.
I told you, Christian, never count this guy out. And imagine with all these cautions, if this thing would have stayed green, I think he definitely could have took back this race, but still got a shot at it. But only 13 laps left, currently running in the 5th spot.
Yeah, he's got some traction to go. Hunter Johnson, or is he Austin Dillon? I don't know.
We're going to have to find out, but he can't mess around too long. He's going to have to make quick work because he's still got another 3 trucks to pass after this one in front of him.
Yeah, 12 laps to go. Time is ticking. Tick-tock. It's about to start digging.
Garrett D. Grant feeling pretty good with Sutphin in 2nd, Freer in 3rd. Can we keep it clean and green with 11 laps left to go this time around? Caution is out. That answers that pretty quick. So real quick, Christian, hang on. Before we even look at this wreck, here is the restart. So we had somebody complaining on the driver radio about this restart. Let's take a look here what they're talking about. Here it is, and they go. I don't know what they're talking about.
No.
It's drivers being drivers.
You're going to be disappointed with the wreck.
Let's take a look here. Justin Bondurant involved. Here it is. Chad White looks to the inside there, and he just junks him. My goodness. Oh, my God. Chad White needs to go to prison.
Jesus.
They're arguing in the chat, Christian. Be sure to stay in tune with that. But here we go. Here it is again. Chad White looks to the inside. Well, there's a truck there. Bam! Left hooks him hard into the fence. The 9 almost flips it. Caution is out. Justin Bondurant to the infield care center. Andrew Littlefield down pit road, and Jacob Thornton as well.
I'm not going to repeat the radio, but there are some people with their lips turned off now. 3 separate people. I'm not going to say their names because that's a league issue, but there's people with their lips turned off in the chat.
Well, as the 12 is blinking and he's taking the lucky dog, Christian, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, the 12 should be parked, and it's not his fault. I mean, maybe it is, but there's nothing he can do about it in race. But if you're blinking that bad, then maybe you need to think about your other fellow racers.
And Jesse Becker in the chat says, I mean, now I should surely get the ride right.
No. You just want more reasons to talk about your new fancy wheel.
Oh, my goodness, Christian. Every time I talk to the guy, I'll be like, hey, Jesse, how's the weather today? He'll be like, oh, well, Blake, you see, me and my new wheel have been looking at the weather. I'm like, what? Jesse, I don't care about your wheel. He's like, yeah, it's direct drive. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And?
Yeah, I mean, I recently bought a new gun safe, and this is real. I'm not even making this up. And I was talking about the gun safe. He's like, why didn't you just buy and he said T598 or whatever his new wheel is. Why didn't you buy that? I'm like, because that wheel can't hold my, guns.
Yeah, that's all Jesse cares about. It's all he brings out. Looks like the 9 is out of the race, of course. I mean, Connor Gerard just said that in the chat. Yeah, Connor, he absolutely annihilated the wall. So I would hope he was out. That truck has no business going anywhere except the scrapyard.
Oh, by the way, you were corrected. It's not direct drive, Blake. How dare you? It's direct axial drive, actually.
Get him out of here. Just get him out of here, Christian. Go to bed, Jesse. You said you were going to bed like 30 minutes ago.
I've muted him in chat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. My goodness, get this guy out of here. But the field is set again here, Christian. I mean, you think we can make it to the finish with 6 laps left to go when the green flag comes out? I'm going to guess probably not here at Richmond. These guys are going to be pushing it, bringing it 3 wide. Aggressive drive.
We would lose every bit of rating we had if we played chat radio over the air right now.
Oh, yeah, we'd be done for, but the pace truck is in. Christian field is set. Garrett D. Grant rolling into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at Richmond.
It's entertaining for the fans watching at home. The chaos that Richmond in the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series brings. We're side by side for the lead, heading through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, Garrett D. Grant is going to cover the top there, trying to hold on to his race lead. He's coming around turns 3 and 4, 3 wide for third behind. The 51's going to walk up the track into the O2. The O2 is going to hang strong. Down the front stretch they go. Now, 5 laps to go on the circuit.
Hunter Johnson's in a rocket ship here trying to take over the second spot. Does he have enough time to battle for the race lead with just 5 laps left to go? Looks to the inside of Brian Sutphin for second.
Hunter Johnson's definitely going to press the issue, use that bumper if he has a chance to.
Look at
his focus in his eyes. He's sawing on that
Saw
wheel.
man there, man.
But he is still not around Brian Sutphin for the second position. He's got to make that pass here as we're coming around the track, down the backstretch, heading to 3 to go.
Jumping on board, Brian Sutphin in the second position. He's trying to keep that 88 behind him. Looks like Johnson's the fastest truck on the track. Christian, go ahead.
They were wrecking in the back, but they keep it straight. There's a massive save in the back of the track. We don't have time to go back and show it. There's a meatball on the field. Brandon Shook's junk, but we're going to keep on racing for the lead.
Boy, I tell you who doesn't want to caution is Garrett D. Grant. This race looks like it's about over, Christian, unless they wad it up, which is certainly a possibility.
Absolutely. Down the triangle, they go 2 laps to go. All Garrett D. Grant wants to do is get through 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the start-finish line. See the white flag waving in the air. He heads down the backstretch for the final time. In his mirror, you have Brian Sutphin and Hunter Johnson battling for second. Not going to affect Garrett D. Grant as he heads through towards 3 and 4. White flag is in the air here in
No
Richmond.
more cautions here at Richmond. Garrett D. Grant trying to do the unthinkable to win this race as he holds on to the race lead down the backstretch for the final time. Battle in the back here for second and third position. 3-car truck battle as the 88 looks to the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Garrett D. Grant wins at Richmond.
And they were side by side for second. Unofficial results. Brian Sutphin, Hunter Johnson in that order. Unofficially, it looks like it's official now.
Take a look at this finish here. We wanted to show the race leader pass, but here is the battle for second at the checker. Coming up here, Christian. So take a look here as we zoom out. These guys almost go 3 wide, but into 3 and 4 for the final time. Sutphin on the top, Johnson on the bottom. Down the straightaway here, drag race to the line. Brian Sutphin takes home second. What a finish here tonight, Christian. We had a lot of craziness happen. People on the radio very unhappy still. Driver radio. Boy, I tell you what, if you have a kid, they do not need to be hearing any of this.
No, I will say, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and pause it right there, that people's lips got turned off. And again, I'm gonna respect the league. I'm not gonna say names. Lips got turned back on, and when I say that, I mean like their chat's disabled, enabled. Everybody's chat got turned back on with a stern warning, and then somebody piped right back up, and then he was done again. So it was definitely interesting.
Garrett D. Grant, that was a cool shot, but you're getting a bill for some medical insurance stuff.
Oh my God.
This is a great shot here as he is burning it down, folks. We're going to take a short break, gather up some interview or for some drivers for an interview, and then we're going to do them. So we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Driver interviews coming up. We got Garrett D. Grant, Brian Sutphin, and Hunter Johnson on the podium here tonight.
Wait, that cameraman was Bill.
We are back here at Richmond, and Christian, what a wild finish to this race. I mean, it looked like it was going to go green to checkered for like 100+ laps, and then, man, at the end, it was just caution after caution.
Yeah, it was definitely a caution-filled race. We only had 2 leaders tonight. 108 laps led from Hunter Johnson. The other 42 was led by Garrett D. Grant. Of course, Garrett D. Grant led the most important one, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and get our third place finisher in here if you're ready to go.
I am ready.
By 2,000ths of a second, you find Hunter Johnson, who, was fast all night, went to the back, worked his way all the way up to the front with 20 laps to go. Hunter, you made it here. Third place. Walk us through that one.
It was pretty good. I don't know. Early run, I just wanted to be patient, try to get to the lead, which I did, and led a lot of laps. I don't even know the exact numbers, so that was nice. I think I cooked the right front, and then seen them coming up here, and I was like, okay, you know what? Blocked the top, did pretty good, and there at the end, I was getting frustrated. After pit stops, I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing bad. I just think the blinking's a little excessive. The net code's a little excessive after the blink, and I didn't think the incident with me should have been that kind of thing, but it happened. So can't be mad. Drove from 30th all the way back up to 3rd, and almost had 2nd at the line, just spun the tires. So I think I need to go back to the white spray can truck, because after I brought out another design, I've been losing a spot every race. So maybe next week we'll just go back to the all white.
Hey, that's probably a good plan. And, man, your biggest fan in the chat, Dat Flea, he was still pumped up for you. He's glad he gets to hear you in the interview room.
Yeah, I see him in there all the time. Appreciate him. I hear y'all mention him every time he types, and I'm like, well, I got to get back to the front for him, because he can't say I'm the GOAT and I got to finish 20th. So
there you go.
I tried my best to get to the front, and I got back up here for him.
Yeah, hey, it was a good run, though. I mean, you had serious speed. You led 108 laps, and like you said, some circumstances didn't work out, maybe weren't ideal for you, but nonetheless, on the podium here tonight at Richmond with the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. But before you head out, Hunter, got any shout-outs or anything for our fans watching at home?
Shout out to Team Zanetti. I mean, they came in, we showed up. That long run really showed our speed for the team, and I think after a couple guys pitted, we were like 1, 2, and 3, so that was pretty cool to see. We all up there at the front at the end. Just some of us got shuffled back. So shout out to them. Shout out to Garrett and all the guys, everybody in the league for doing such a great job, great race. A little dirty at the end, but it's short track racing. Can't be mad. Appreciate you guys up here in the booth, and appreciate everybody watching.
All right. Well, hey, great job, Christian. You got any final words for our third place finisher here tonight?
I would just say you mentioned how many laps you read. It was 108. Only 2 lap leaders tonight. Between you and Garrett D. Grant, you read 108. Garrett led 42. So definitely a show for the fans. And one final congratulations for your race tonight, Hunter.
Thank you, sir. He led the most important one. I didn't, so he got the best of it.
All righty. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter Johnson, your third place finisher. Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you.
Well, we move on down to the second place finisher here tonight. It's going to be Brian Sutphin. I'm going to have to find him. Did he leave? No, there he is right there. All right. Finishing second place tonight, and as I already mentioned, by 2,000ths of a second, it's going to be Brian Sutphin. This is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us, Brian. Didn't we already do this one time, Blake? Brian, you got a copy on us? I feel like we have.
I think so. Brian Sutphin here. Maybe he can figure that out. We'll give him a moment here, but man, what a great race. A great run. We talked with Hunter Johnson, worked from the back all the way up to 3rd, and had that door-to-door battle here with Brian Sutphin in the 26. And we'll try it one more time. Brian Sutphin in the booth. You got a copy with us, buddy?
I don't think he's there. All right. We move on along. Unfortunately, Brian Sutphin not available for interview. But now, Blake, I guess it's time. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm pumped up. Time to talk to the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series, your winner tonight here at Richmond is going to be Garrett D. Grant. Blake and Christian up in the booth. Garrett, you got a copy on us?
Yes, sir, I do.
welcome in. You dominate Richmond here tonight. You are one of 2 lap leaders here, and you take it home on top. Walk us through that strategy. What was going through your head as you were trying to hold off the rest of the field?
Well, I pitted early on before that first caution, and then the lap car decided to block me there or something. I don't know what he was doing, but then I thought that was the end of our day. I thought Hunter was gonna be gone, and I thought he was a tick faster than me, but crew chief Dwayne just switched up the strategy, brought us in at the right time, and got us back out in the lead. And man, we just had the speed to finish it off.
Yeah, Garrett, I mean, you had speed all night long. You know, that race kind of turned crazy there at the end. We got like, I don't know, 6 cautions and 20 laps or some wild number there. And, you know, and it all started, you know, super clean and just turned into pure madness. I mean, is this kind of what you expected, or what were you thinking?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I thought it was going to go green probably the rest of the way after that first caution, but I knew once that first one came out towards the end, it was just going to kind of turn into a shit show. So but it benefited me. That's what I needed. I knew I was on a little older tires than those guys, so that bought me more time and more time. So yeah, I mean, it sucks it had to end that way, but it benefited me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly helped you out. And, you know, before the race, you know, me and Christian were up here before we went live watching practice, and you were out there flying, and Christian was like, wow, Garrett Grant's flying. I said, Christian, I interrupted him right there. I said, Christian, it's Garrett D. Grant.
No. That is not what happened at all. Don't you think I disrespected this man like that?
Yeah, it's all good. The funny story, actually, my wheel broke before the beginning of the season. So the first couple races, I was actually running on an old T150 gear-driven wheel, and that's what I won the race on last week. And this week, this is the first race on my new direct drive with load cell setup. So we retired the old wheel with the win. We're starting off the new wheel with the win. So a little diversity going on here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm hearing all these people getting direct drive wheels and winning instantly. Blake, is that my problem? Is my T300?
Oh yeah, it's always the
back?
equipment, Christian.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the equipment.
It's not the equipment, because I won last week on a gear-driven wheel T150.
Yeah, but please
T1
stop.
shitty man.
Garrett, stop! Don't tell him that part, man. Oh.
Well, hey, what
now
a race
will never let me
for
buy.
you know, parking it in victory lane has to feel great here with the Mr. Radiator Truck Series. Before you head out, you got any shout outs or anything for all our fans watching here at home?
Yeah, I got to shout out Colin and the TFR guys. Got to thank them, and got to thank Bachman for sponsoring the vehicle, and I got to thank crew chief spotter Dwayne, making great calls all season. And hopefully we can continue what's going on here. And thank you guys for broadcasting.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Big win here tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. 2 in a row.
2 in a row for Garrett D. Grant, your race winner here tonight at Richmond. Now, Blake, that's another one in the books here in the Mr. Radiator Truck Series. And I just want to say, you know, towards the end of that race, you know, it seems like, you know, a lot's going on. There's, you know, cautions, tempers flaring. But we got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that even in the professional series, when we have a caution, that I mean, they still tear up just about the same amount of race cars. Don't think this is just a league issue. This is iRacing. This is short track racing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, well said, Christian. You know, a lot of leagues, you hear people complain all the time, this is horrible, the racing sucks, blah, blah, blah. I mean, have you ever watched a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race? This is about the normal.
I mean, yeah, I mean, especially not even Cup Series, like Truck Series. We have seen the truck. I mean, oh my gosh, the Cup Series do the exact same thing. So I mean, like, you can't look at it as a league problem. It's just the nature of the game.
Yeah, it happens. But hey, nonetheless, I mean, it was a fun race. We had a little bit of everything here tonight. I know the numbers don't look good. We had 9 cautions. That looks pretty crazy. But, I mean, we were green for like 90 laps in a row. I mean, we had a long green run going. And then at the end, I mean, it just kind of all unfolded. But nonetheless, you know, it was a fun night out here at Richmond, Christian. I mean, what did you think of this race?
I mean, the race fan in me really enjoyed that race. I'm not one that likes to watch a race get ruined by cautions, but I will say that through the cautions, the racing stayed pretty intense throughout the entirety of the event. So I give it a solid, 7 out of 10.
I'd have to agree with you right there, but nonetheless, we appreciate all of our fans tuning in. We've got Connor Gerard still pumped up. He's fired up. Christian chatting it up with everybody out there. We got Flea out there. He's pumped up. He got to hear his favorite driver, Hunter Johnson, do an interview. I mean, these fans had a blast here tonight, and it certainly showed in the chat. So, folks, we appreciate you coming out here tonight at Richmond with the GLSR, Mr. Radiator Trucks, and Christian tomorrow night. We're going to be back with the Average Joe's Sim Racing League Thursday night season opener.
Oh, man, I can't wait to that. And they're going to be Gen 6 racing. So if you don't like those Gen 7s, but you still want to be in a cup car and one that isn't broken and was rushed to release and absolutely, don't get me started on that. Gen 6 NASCAR racing, Blake.
Yeah, I'm going to be pumped up. I think it's going to be me and Jesse on the call, but you never know. I mean, he doesn't show up half the time, Christian, so it might be you, but we'll just have to wait and see how it works out. But, folks, please click that like button on the video before you head out. Subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell, whatever else you can do. I think there's a Discord link in the chat you can join. We got an event coming up, the Grid Gold 500. That's going to be happening in early April, so get your sign up in today while you still can. But that's going to round things out here in Richmond with Christian Taylor. I'm Blake Hutchinson, and that's all I got. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright.